Hey, Luke.
Hey.
Want to blow us up?
I see you haven't had a change of heart.
Not really. If you're not going to do it, I'll do it myself.
Look, Lainey, I know ultimately it's your decision what you're going to do, but I don't think this is a wise choice.
And now you're the expert, wise decision maker?
Well, I'd like to think so, but no. But actually, there was a story that our pastor was telling us at church about some wise guys. You want to hear it?
Not
Awesome.
really.
It comes from a book in the Bible called Matthew. And it goes like this. After Jesus was born in the town of Bethlehem, some wise men came from the east and arrived in a city called Jerusalem. The wise men said, "Where is the baby who was born to be king of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him." When Herod, the king of the land, heard this, he was worried. He was king after all, and he probably didn't want to have any competition for the throne. Herod gathered many of his priests and wise teachers, and he asked them where this baby would be born. They told him this baby would be born in Bethlehem, and they told Herod some words of one of God's prophets had said many years earlier. Remember, a prophet gives people true messages from God. These are the words the prophet said. "You, Bethlehem of Judah, are not the least of the leaders of Judah. Out of you will come a king who will lead my people, the Jews." Herod was probably very upset hearing this, so Herod sent the wise men to Bethlehem to find Jesus so they could tell him where Jesus was living. The wise men set out on their journey, and they followed the star until it brought them to the place where Jesus was, and they were full of joy. After coming into the house, they saw Jesus with his mother Mary. They worshiped Jesus and gave him some very special gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, gifts that were truly fit for a king. Now God knew that King Herod had some very evil plans to hurt Jesus, so he warned the wise men not to go back to Herod. The wise men chose to follow God's plan instead of Herod's, and they helped keep Jesus safe by going home to their country a different way.
Wow, that's pretty cool that a star in the sky led those wise men to Jesus.
That's right, and even though Herod wanted to do some pretty terrible things, it didn't mean the wise men had to follow him.
It's good they didn't.
Yeah, and we all find ourselves in situations like the wise men. I mean, last week, my hockey buddies wanted me to skip practice with them.
You didn't though, right?
Well, I was tempted to, but I decided it wouldn't be a wise choice. You see, all around us, there's going to be people making bad decisions, and God wants us to follow Jesus and not those people.
So, maybe it isn't that good of an idea to try to get back at those crew members for making fun of me.
I think you got it. I mean, making fun of someone is hurtful, but getting back at them by doing something mean, that's just as bad.
Okay, I promise I will not try to get back at those crew members anymore, but it does create a small problem.
What's that?
I don't know what to do with this silly string anymore.
Oh.